society.
Deep down in the background was this program running that I can't trust this higher power source thing to do what this step says it's going to do. And number two, I know what's best. I know better. For thousands of years, we have been demanding more than our fair share of security, prestige, and romance. When we seemed to be succeeding, we drank to dream still greater dreams. When we were frustrated, even in part, we drank for oblivion. Never was there enough of what we thought we wanted. That's human condition right there. So I'm being asked to ask humbly to remove, to this power greater than me, to remove these shortcomings so that I may be useful. And really what's underneath this, or inside of these words, the space between the letters, is having some trust that this higher power, this higher source, this higher consciousness, this higher vibration, man, whatever word you want to put in it, put there. Insert deity there. That this thing is going to have a perspective on my life and my interactions. So if I am in fact in community, and if I am in fact humbly asking this higher power to remove me my shortcomings so that I may be useful, then I am also trusting that whatever I am left with was meant to be there.
I am the result of all the experiences that I have and stuff that I've carried from my past or learned when I was a kid. So all of it can be identified and unwound and cleaned up. And the illusion that there's a relationship and a connection there between me and that stuff starts to drop away. Because all of those relationships, those points of contact with sugar, money, sex, women, family, power, all those kind of things, those relationships start to drift down into nothingness. They don't exist anyway. Then the clarity about our spiritual nature starts to come to the top.
Montana society.
All right, Warren. Appreciate you helping.
Thank you,
We
sir.
are duplicating everything to make sure we have all these videos, and Warren was admiring the crapper caper.
Well, Warren saw it out there and it kind of...
Yeah, it's a funny little skit we had.
What
I
do
think
you
about the porta potty. Apparently it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Yep. It's gone.
I just got back from town, getting a few things for construction, and I pulled in. Frankly, I had to go number 2 and pulled up next to it. There was nothing to pull up next to.
Yeah.
It's totally gone.
I have the footage.
The 35 poops.
Yeah, 35 poops per week, which she argued with me that apparently your group takes on double that. She's saying that we take 75 poops or 70 poops a week here, 2 per day per man. And I'm like, what are these? I mean, some kind of Jack and the Beanstalk imaginary super poopers? I mean, what are we? The shitter lady called, and she's putting the squeeze on us. Okay?
Hey, Dean. This is Dion with Creep. Industries and say we have that portable restroom set for you on Arcturus, and we have been monitoring it for use, and this is now the third week in a row that it has been highly overused and is basically unsanitary for you and or us.
Just mortar it.
The great crapper caper.
Anyway, if they come to pick up our porta potty, we should make a human chain around it.
Is this a skit? No, it was real.
If you say so.
It was. Here we go. Old Reed's in the front seat, the birthday boy. Woo! Ignore the guy in the corner. Getting ready for the party here tomorrow. The annual bunker party. There he is. How do you feel, Reed?
I feel great.
Remember all those years ago? I said at about 5 years, you're gonna feel your head popping out of your ass. All of a sudden, enlightenment.
Birthday boy does have to buckle up.
Yeah.
Brian said it takes 10 years.
Oh, now it's 10. I've been patiently waiting for your head to come in. 15.
What the fuck?
I guess age doesn't come with wisdom. Need some help there with that thing? Okay, you got it? All right. Actually, we just cleaned up today, so we are gonna have a little shindig. We got Harry licking his wounds from last night. So this is pork from the bunker pigs. So what do we got here? All right, Bill, how you doing?
Lousy.
How you doing, man?
Doing fantastic.
Great, great.
Yeah.
It's Sunday night.
Sunday evening.
It's very smoky out there.
The weather, it's nice now. It's not windy anymore, which is good.
It's crazy how cold it got.
I know, overnight.
How's your summer going in
It's going
18
great.
words?
Last night, I came out here and watched shooting stars. That's less than 18.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like your sobriety is going well too. Deeper thoughts about it and
Yeah.
progress.
A lot of progress.
Yeah.
Working on a bunch of different things. You know, not everything's easy with the program, but it's going well.
Oh, got some insights from the boy. After running out with a piece of little lady last night to the Bozeman Pee Wee Festival there, he's now Split Pea Festival, whatever.
Sweet
Pee Wee?
Sweet pea.
Sweet Pea.
Pee Wee League.
How you doing?
Doing all right.
You sound insightful tonight as well.
Really.
Yeah, a little reflection going on, and you seeing yourself a little more clearly and stuff, which is like a really positive thing.
Yeah. Sometimes you need someone to tell you.
Yeah, like they say, love doesn't always look like a hug, brother.
So feeling good. Got a lot of work to do, but it's been a hell of a 3 months so far, and just had a great time today. Sundays are awesome in Montana, and it was very relaxing. And we had some friends over. We had dinner, and we went to a great meeting up in Immigrant at the church. It was an intimate meeting. We all sat around a big table, and everybody shared and kind of opened up a little bit, which is always good to see. Always good to see people open up.
It was very good. It always that way for me to when people tend to get their egos out of the way, or they become more intimate.
Yeah.
And in that. Have you ever seen anybody axe murder on the camera? Intimate and vulnerable. It's kind of funny, isn't it? Juxtaposition of that statement and my next. And the intimacy and vulnerability at a meeting, that's when people get fed.
Yeah.
You know, you reflect on that and you realize it's okay to be that way and that sort of stuff. So it's good. Well, I'm glad you're here, man.
Glad I came in. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
good foundation going forward.
Awesome experience.
And if Reed would just start to listen to me a little more, then you know, our future would all be bright. We're coming in the final runway of the walls here. Gonna be painting this pretty soon. Put a little more trim up, but we're almost there. Oh, it looks pretty good up there, guys. Since we don't get much sun here on the back of the building, I think it's a good idea to put the dark paint on. It's pretty thick. It's a stain actually, but it should preserve that wood for a long time.
How long?
7 million years. Or maybe 30, 40. All right, so this is the exact kind of stuff that I'm talking about with Reed. You know, keeping those guys, just be conscious of what you're doing. So they get all the new cans of stain. And I said 5 times, I said, stir the heck out of it. But no, what do? Just start using it. And some guys give another guy a half of a can. And so he's got real light, one's real dark. So right now there's huge dark spots all over the outside of the building, and it's hard to go back from that. Now we got to stain all these extra areas. So it's ridiculous. A little bit of effort going forward, explaining it and teaching them how to do it first off, instead of just sitting back and letting them make mistakes and then having to do it. Just pisses me off, you know? It's a waste of time, energy, effort, and money, and then the final product right here is on show, and it's, you know, it looks like a freaking zebra house, you know? What the hell? I mean, there we are again, a goddamn zebra house. I mean, it's not, nobody just watching the whole thing, nobody keeping an eye on it. Look how much darker this is here. It's common sense to see how much darker that wall is than that wall. I mean, Reed, haven't you said anything to him? Maybe just a little tiny class? Give him a little friggin' lesson.
Why do you come out here yelling and blaming it on me?
I'm not. Well, you're the head man. You're supposed to be running the frickin' thing, and all of a sudden, it looks friggin' ebony right here. I mean, that's black.
I mean, different people doing different methods of putting it on, wiping it off at different times.
No, it ain't that though. That's like the bottom of the can over there and the top of the can over there, because of the difference in the color.
I'm sure you'll get over it.
I'll get over it. Fuck yeah. 15 years from now, when I come back and I see the goddamn thing and it's gray, I'll say, oh, I remember when we had the zebra house. Made me feel like I had a fucking trip to Africa. Awesome. Thanks, Reed. Secretary, can you feel my pain? Can you feel my pain? I get so frustrated sometimes. I mean, I can talk to you, okay? You seem like you're understanding. You're a bit stoic, but still you seem like you're balanced, you know, falling one way, neither one way or the other. But anyway, it's been a long summer already, and sometimes I just want to jump in the river in a canoe and leave all these young alcoholics, because they're driving me insane, and I got to watch them like kids. And you know, I just went up there a minute ago with a piece of toilet paper and screamed at them, and I said, hey, who needs their butt wiped? Since I'm doing everything else for you, and your messy kitchen and bathroom and everything else, Warren and I are doing everything down here in the house for you, then, you know, maybe I might as well just call it, just say we're doing 100% for you and wipe your butt too. They didn't find that very funny. Anyway, I'm worn down. And sometimes I don't want to be here. I don't want to do this anymore. You know, I get my regular life I can go to. Beautiful woman, fantastic son, lots of friends. Anyway.
Oh, I had a little anger today. That's cool. I guess my higher power, they didn't get in the way. You know, I had a little lustiness, a little deep hunger from within. So my judgment mind wants to look at that and go, well, you ain't. Who are you? Look at you, you dirty dog. But if I'm really trusting, and ideally by 7, I got some sort of empirical evidence that this higher power connection thing is real and it works in my life, then I don't need to be the judge. anymore. And if I pray this prayer sincerely, and I open myself up sincerely on the daily, then I can trust that there's a different perspective on my life, a higher perspective on my life. And I no longer need to be the judge of that. I can continue to do the right thing as I know it to be. I continue to be interwoven in community, and I can trust that these shortcomings are being removed so that I can be useful.
I'm coming back and doing this stuff. So, Barry ends up getting friendly with one of the girls from one of the meetings. And I told him anytime that you do that, essentially what you're doing is you're not using alcohol and drugs, you're using relationships or something else to fill the hole, to fill the void. He claims he's just a little lonely, wants to hang out with somebody. And I'm like, I don't care. I don't want you doing it. It's not good for you. I'm not your dad. I'm not your mom. But I will advise against it. Anyway, it's not his major problem. He's not super codependent or a sex addict or anything else like that. But anyway, he hooked up with this gal. I don't know. I think they're mostly just hanging out. And I've known her for a while, and I've tried to support her too. She's a good person. So they've been hanging out, just getting coffee and doing other stuff, spending a little time together. And I think appreciating each other's time. And then, which is what I was worried about, the other guys were going to say, hey, why don't I get to do that? So anyway, John, who has a little bit more of an issue with relationships, and nobody's around here right now. They're all upstairs painting or putting steel on this aluminum on the roof, tin. He was acting extremely quiet, isolating, not staying here. We got into it a couple of times, a little bit of shouting, and I said, you can go home if you don't want to do things my way. I'm not here to appease you or to bend over. A lot of these guys have had too much powder on their ass since they were kids and expect an easier, softer way out, but we're just not doing that here. So, anyway, he's, ends up spending a little time with the girl after the meetings, and anyway, he'll kind of gravitate towards some of the women and that sort of stuff, and I got on to him about that. I said, cut that crap out. Just be busy taking care of yourself, and don't try to reach out and use a relationship. You're not being fair to them, certainly, and you're not being fair to yourself. So, anyway, did what he's going to do. Ended up sneaking out, go to and hanging out at all day on Saturday, and I caught him doing it, and then I got on to him pretty hardcore. I basically said, you just need to get out of here. And he begged a little bit, and anyway, he didn't go, and wasn't going to see her again. So, and who knows where that's at right now. He's remorseful, but he thinks he's over it, and he sees that he shouldn't be doing that kind of stuff. And so, of course, the third guy, he finds a girl online. They go to some split pea festival or peewee festival in Bozeman, and hangs out with the girl. It doesn't come home, doesn't tell him he's doing it, and doesn't come back. So I assume he's using or something. In the meantime, nobody else said anything. They just said he's gonna find a ride back. So I'm at a meeting, a dinner, a kind of a potluck monthly meeting when people get chips for the length of time of staying clean. And Reed's picking up his 5-year chip, big frickin' deal, and I'm extremely proud of him. But, so this guy doesn't show up, Harrison, salmon boat boy. And so anyway, I just realized that during the meeting he's not there, so I did a little talk with Reed, and then the girl who started this whole process, I kind of gave her the stink eye, and then had a little talk with her, and that she knows better to start a relationship with guys that are in a program, and now all three of them think, oh, I gotta hang out with a girl or something like that. They're not even 90 days sober. It's completely ridiculous. They got zero to offer anybody. Zero. They don't even love themselves. How are they gonna love anybody else? I know we're talking about short-term companionship, but it is walking backwards. You're doing all the work to try to get sober, but you're taking a step backwards by doing this. You know, it's like going out. It's like a slip. Anyway, I chewed his butt. I was not happy. I left him some messages, and then he got back here, and not because of that's what these guys do, but because he wasn't honest with me. He wasn't straightforward. He was cheesy about it. And then, Reed hammered him and said ever since the first day you were here, it's been downhill from there. You've done less and less as far as the quality of work and taking care of yourself and just being responsible, More a kid is coming at him. He's only 25 years old, but anyway, hammered him pretty good. And then late last night, he came around, said, you know what, it's time for me to step up. And I'm sorry I acted that way. I'm going to do better. So we shall see. We shall see. And I don't know. Life in the bunker sometimes is not all that great when you're in the throes of it. I know long term these guys are going to benefit, but in the meantime, could wear on you a little bit. I've got to leave a couple days early, so I've got Warren and Reed are going to be the two adults here now for a month. So, two senior people. And Warren's got 30 years and Reed's got about 5. But anyway, they're going to be staying on top of them, making sure they keep working, moving forward, and, staying with it.
Montana Society.